of the ninth in a 1-1 game. Jake Brote successfully on base for the first time tonight, now 1 for 4 after that double. And we'll turn to his teammate Evan Haberly in the DH position. Correction, it will be a pinch hitter, Niko Holm. So Haberly is removed from the lineup. And now BYU will take Parkinson out of the game and bring in Drew Zimmerman, a freshman right-hander, to take on Niko Holm. So some mental chess here between both of the head coaches, Rusty Filter and Mike Littlewood, looking for a desirable matchup, with Santa Clara having a runner on base at second after that 2-out double by Jake Brote.
Well, there it is. You're matching wits. You've got Rusty Filter over there trying to bring in a right-handed pinch hitter to face the left-handed Parkinson, and when Coach Littlewood sees that, he brings in his ace out of the bullpen, Drew Zimmerman, a freshman, who has a 1.25 ERA. To counter that, Niko Holm is still going to be at bat. There, it looks like he's still going to swing from the right side. 6'3", 205-pound senior. Hometown is San Diego, Rancho Bernardo High School. As a junior, he had 48 starts between designated hitter and right field, so he's got a lot of playing time in the last few years here with Santa Clara. So he's a clutch hitter, and they're going to depend on the senior here to try to drive in the leading run.
Niko Holm batting .307 last year. Solid fielder as well.
Last year he was walked 24 times and hit by 15 pitches, which is a top 50 mark in the nation. How do you like that? Top 50 in the nation to be hit 15 times.
Well, that's a badge that you quite literally have to wear.
You call for the team. Sacrifice your body for the team.
What a matchup we have here between the freshman Drew Zimmerman, second relief pitcher for BYU and Mike Littlewood tonight, taking on Niko Holm, a pinch hitter, with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. That's Jake Brote at second after his 2-out double deep to left field over the head of Keaton Kringlen. Zimmerman in there with a slider.
A really good first pitch that time by Zimmerman. Holm was kind of sitting on that fastball, and Zimmerman threw that really sharp breaking slider to get ahead in the count.
Zimmerman steps off the pitcher's rubber and, for the moment, pushes Broad back to second. Niko Holm takes ball 1 low. Zimmerman does have saves in conference against Gonzaga and Pepperdine in a 6-4 win over the Bulldogs, and BYU's 13-6 win where the Cougars went out for 20 hits in Malibu. Pressure pack scenario here, and gets home again with that nasty slider. 1-2.
Well, we haven't seen the fastball yet from Zimmerman, and he can crank it up. It gets up to that 92 mile an hour, and that slider so far has just been fooling Niko Holm.
Santa Clara batters tonight a combined 0 for 9 with runners on and 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Trying to change that right here is Niko Holm against Zimmerman. Lays off that pitch as it bends just out of the zone. 2-2.
Well, nice job by Holm of laying off that. That ball was a little out of the zone, but close enough where it might have been called a strike. And I don't know if he could purposely lay off that, but he might have been a little fooled by that pitch. But it, nevertheless, it's 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, tied at 1. Runner in scoring position on second for Santa Clara. Niko Holm is the batter, trying to drive around Jake Brote. Pitch from Zimmerman just misses, and we have a full count. Holm demonstrating some patience right there to allow the count to go to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch on the way, and Holm draws a 2-out walk. So the pinch hitter for the Broncos on safely at first. And that'll bring up the always dangerous John Cresto.
That's a good call. That's another slider, just a little bit outside of the zone.